Hi everybody, this is Bob from Buckeye Sports Center, and today we're going to take a look at the Yamaha SX210. The SX210 is Yamaha's entry-level 21-footer, so this is kind of an exciting price point. A lot of value here, a lot of space, a great riding boat for the size. For somebody who wants to get into a dual engine, it's the smallest and least expensive dual engine Yamaha. So again, let's check out the inside and see what's going on in the SX210. So one of the key features on the 21-foot Yamahas is the articulated keel and the rudder system that's on it. And it's very, very unique to Yamaha. They're the only jet boat company that does it. But you see how this fiberglass piece hangs down almost like 5 or 6 inches, and that keel runs a good length of the boat. And what it does basically is that it keeps the boat from sliding. So if you've got a skier or tuber or you're just trying to corner, it keeps that tail end of the boat from sliding back and forth like maybe your older jet boat models would, so you have a lot more control. Also, you've got this little rudder here that goes back and forth as you steer, and particularly when you're docking the boat, you're able to maneuver the boat a lot easier with this rudder, so you can actually be in neutral and actually steer the boat, because this adjusts as you steer the boat. So if you're used to docking a jet ski, you have to have a little bit of thrust actually to maneuver and do that, but you don't have to worry about that on the jet boat. This has you covered. Another advantage to a dual engine Yamaha is that you can pivot and maneuver both throttles independently. So if you're trying to pivot the boat into a specific area, you can do that a lot easier, even more so than a traditional inboard-outboard boat or outboard boat, with that dual engine setup and that dual lever setup. So again, a big advantage of Yamaha is the articulated keel, the rudder, and the dual lever system on the 21-foot boats. As we move inside the SX210, and to be honest, on every single one of the 21-foot boats from Yamaha, you get this ginormous bow. Super wide, super long. I've seen 25-footers with not a bow that was smaller than this. So again, great space utilization, almost like a deck boat style bow. You've got an anchor locker up here. You also have a step access where you can step off the bow of the boat. So again, super roomy bow area. As we move to the transom or into the cockpit, you see we've got 2 very large storage compartments on either side. That one houses a cooler, additional storage underneath here. And then when you get into the SX210, you've got a very large cockpit with dual bucket chairs. Okay, the AR210, which is going to be the model with the wakeboard tower, is going to have a wraparound seat that goes all the way to the end here. But this one's got the 2 bucket chairs, which is kind of your typical sport boat configuration. So as you move into the dash, it's a really cool dash on the SX210. You've got a couple traditional gauges, and you also have this new 4-inch Connects digital screen as well, where you've got a lot more data in addition to the traditional gauges and your Infinity stereo that comes standard on the boat with Bluetooth. You also have got a really nice steering wheel with tilt. You've got a bolster seat, so if you want a little bit higher visibility, you can sit up on the bolster. It's got plenty of space for any size person. I can easily get in and out of that chair. Being 6'2", it's really easy. And then, since this is a dual engine setup, you actually have dual engine levers, and as we talk about that, you can adjust, particularly when you're docking the boat, you can adjust each engine independently, so you can kind of pivot to a dock area. So again, a really clean, nice helm area on the SX210. As we move into the engine area of the boat, this has, obviously the smallest Yamaha that has dual engines, and this one has 2 of the TR1 HO 1050cc engines. And these are very popular engines. They're in a lot of the Wave Runner units, so the reliability is just top notch. That's one of the reasons why we love selling Yamahas, because of the reliability, particularly of the engines. But nice little performance, very fuel efficient setup for a dual engine deal. This boat will get up and go into the low 40s for speed. So for that recreational user that's going to be tubing, maybe some light skiing, maybe a little bit of wakeboarding, the boat has plenty of power. However, if you want to upgrade to more power, if you want to get up into the 50s, you can opt for the 212 series, which is the same size boat, just with bigger engines and some other amenities that upgrade the boat as well. But this SX210 and the AR210 both offer the TR1 HO twin engine package, which is pretty cool. Another big thing, by having this engine be a jet ski engine versus an inboard outboard, we're actually able to sit on top of the engines instead of around them. So it creates this large cockpit size where there'd normally be like a big engine hanging around in here, and then we got to sit around it, or an outboard in the back where you don't have this nice clean setup with, you know, no prop and no outdrive and stuff like that. So and as we move to the transom, one of the cool things that they've upgraded on this model is that the transom seats, the backrests, have actually gotten a lot nicer. A little bit more padding in them, a lot more comfortable seat than it was in prior year models. So thanks for checking out the SX210 with us at Buckeye Sports Center. For more information, visit our website at buckeyesportscenter.com. Thanks again.